What is good with it, Black Goose TV family? Double salute as always. Hopefully, everything is going absolutely amazing. When it comes to your Tuesday, if y'all come up in here, please, please, please hit the subscribe button. I need those subscriptions. Y'all stop watching and not subscribing. Hit the like button, notification gang. Comment what you feeling, whether it's negative, positive. Let me see where you coming from. But now, with that all being said, I have some news for y'all, and it has to do with I'm a knockout artist, baby. I'm a knockout artist, baby. Jermell, I'm a knockout artist, baby. Charlo, undisputed at 154. In my personal opinion, the better of the twin duo, accomplished more, done more, put his name out there, been tested more. Jermell Charlo is once again saying, I ain't scared of shit. Y'all keep on trying to disrespect my name. Y'all left me off the pound for pound rankings on the ESPN list, even though I'm undisputed at 154. All the disrespect y'all throwing my way, people saying they hate the way I react. They hate how much I can get fueled and the emotion that I bring to this sport. They just don't like it. They don't like the way I talk. They don't understand that I'm a knockout artist, baby. They hate all of that shit when it comes to Jermell. And despite that being the case, he continues to be like, hey, yo, who y'all want me to fight? Who's the next best guy up? Who has the belt? Bet, let's do it. And if I lose, nigga, let's get the rematch popping, because ain't no way you finna beat me in no rematch, which he's shown twice already with Tony Harrison and Brian Castano. So let me talk about this motherfucking shit right now. Make sure y'all strap in, whether it's a seatbelt, whether it's a rope, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's a shoestring. I don't care. Just make sure you strapped in, because we're going all the way full throttle with this, man. Y'all see already when it comes to this article, Jermell Charlo versus Tszyu on January 28th, 2023. Now, I know a lot of y'all is like, wait, hold up, reverse it. We not even in August yet. Flu? Like, ain't no way that this is a legit report. I ain't never heard of no boxing match, no boxing fight be announced, and the joint ain't happening until 8, 9, 10 months later, right? So, okay, maybe we can call a little bit of cap, because I agree with that. If you guys are thinking that's I'm agreeing with it. Yo, when's the last time we heard somebody announce a fight that's gonna happen literally 8, 9, 10 months? You would assume that there's gonna be a fight in between. There's too much time. Ain't no way Tszyu is gonna wait that long to fight. Ain't no way Jermell Charlo is gonna wait that long to fight. It wouldn't make no sense. That means Tszyu would only be fighting once this year. That means Jermell Charlo would only be fighting once this year until they meet. Does that make any sense? Does that build up a fight between the two more than if them two ends up having a fight in between that? No, it doesn't. Hear me out. I haven't read the article yet, so I don't know the nitty gritty of it. I don't know how this was leaked. I don't know the legitimacy of it. I don't know any of that. This all could be alleged. This could be clickbait. This could be bullshit. It could be all those, or all of the above. You know what I'm saying? Remember, we used to take tests. I don't know how old y'all watch this. I used to take tests back in high school, middle school. It'd be like A, B, C, or D, all of the above. And usually when I had all the above, I hit that joint, because I'm like, why would you give me the option to choose all the answers if there's only one answer? I figure you wouldn't put all the above if all the answers wasn't right. Anyways, I personally believe. Now, let me actually phrase this a little bit different. Let me put a little context. Now, this was leaked, okay? Apparently, Jermell Charlo accidentally put this out here in the atmosphere. So, if that is true, allegedly, I believe he jumped the gun by putting that out there, because he knows how many people are saying, "Oh, you're ducking Tszyu. You don't want that fight. He's the one that's gonna knock you off your throne." He was probably like, oh yeah, this shit finna happen. He was so quick to put it out there. He knows he shouldn't have, because it's going to make boxing look rigged to an extent, because I do believe what's going to happen is Jermell's going to have another fight before the end of the year. It's most likely going to be against his mandatory for WBC, WBO, whatever the case may be, but it'll probably be, because I think Tszyu is his mandatory for the WBC. I'm going to get corrected on that when we read the article, but he's mandatory for one of them. But I believe he'll end up fighting one of his mandatories, or somebody, close to the mandatory that We may not necessarily know, but we know that most likely he's going to win, but it's going to keep him active and keep his muscle memory flowing and everything good. And I think Tszyu will also have another fight before the end of the year, probably against someone that we're not too much aware of, but it's going to be a good fight for him. That might be a step up in competition from Gusha, but nowhere near Jermell. And it will, Jermell. Sorry, brother. And it will allow him, you know what I'm saying, to stay active and then also see how he looks against a little bit more of a step up, because going from Gusha to Jermell is a huge, huge step up. Even though a lot of you guys are saying Tszyu was ready and da-da-da-da and dee-dee-dee and doodle-doo, hey, let's just be real, man. Take your feelings out of it. I know you don't like the fact that Jermell always be like, I'm a knockout artist, baby. You don't like how he responds to things. He's emotional, etc. You don't like confidence when it comes to a young brother like that. I get all that. But let's not act like Gusha is anywhere near a Jermell Charlo. It's like here when it comes to those. Respectfully to Gusha, and Gusha is a fucking dog, right? So Tszyu has to test himself one more time in between, or at the very least, he needs one more fight kind of to like shape himself up and really put on a great performance, maybe get a great knockout win to really like make this fight high in demand when it comes to the casuals. The hardcore, all y'all want it, right? But the casuals don't give a fuck about this fight. Now, with that being said, obviously, that's speculation. That's me trying to put, fit the puzzle pieces together and try and make sense of all of it. Now, let's go ahead and read this article because maybe that will help a lot more than me over here speculating and saying different type of shit. So it's coming from Boxing News 24 by Craig Daly. Undisputed junior middleweight champion Jermell Charlo has decided to push, so it's this WBO mandatory. I thought it was the WBC, my bad. Decided to push his WBO mandatory defense against Tszyu to January 28th. Jermell revealed the news of his January 28th fight Jermell revealed the news of his January 28th fight date on Instagram, but then quickly edited out the date, which means that he's having second thoughts. Now, right away, I'm going to correct you on that, my brother. The reason why he edited out the date is what I just said. So I hadn't read this yet, but it aligns with everything, okay? He can't put the date out there because if either one of the fighters have a fighter in between that date, because January 28th is so far away, everyone is going to be screaming, yo, this shit is a setup, it's rigged. Like they literally had a fight in between against somebody they know they was going to win just to build up that fight. Now, it's the unspoken, unwritten rule that we all know that's what happens in boxing, but you can't put it on paper. So yes, Jermell fucked up putting the date. He shouldn't have put the date, because what you're supposed to do with those type of fights, you're supposed to say this fight is happening, and then we speculate, and then all of a sudden Tszyu announces I'm fighting so-and-so on October, and we're like, wait, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden Jermell says I'm fighting so-and-so in November, or I'm fighting so-and-so in September. We're like, oh, these dudes lied, and what it does is it riles up emotion. It's a marketing. One of the main things in marketing, buying tickets, y'all being fanatics, etc. The main thing to wanting to purchase something, one of the main aspects of making money is emotional purchases. So if we can get you in your feelings, we thought Tszyu versus Jermell Charlo was next. Jermell Charlo said that's who I want next. And then all of a sudden we see both of these guys fight somebody else. We're going to either one, Jermell Charlo, you're a liar, you're a capper, you're scared, you're ducking. So now we're more invested in a particular product negatively. And then on the other side, you have, Tszyu, you're a ducker. What happened? Why didn't you take the fight, etc. So you have two splits. You have both fan bases going at each other. So now you have a bigger fight once both of them win towards the end of the year to promote that January 28th fight. I'm telling you right now, you're hearing it from me. This is all allegedly, but I do believe that is the case. I do believe this fight is going to be happening. I think they already have the date set, and all they're going to do is both of them are going to fight one more time this year against someone we really don't care about to make sure that they get that W and they kind of keep everything to steam rolling and all that good stuff. That's what I think. Jermell obviously fucked up putting the date but how many boxing heads is going to say what I just said? A lot of boxing heads, they don't understand marketing. They don't understand that type of shit. They just look at shit for face value, or they look at shit as like, oh, that nigga scared, and real simplistic type shit. But I'm giving y'all the real right now. Like, there's a reason behind the strategy. Like, even look at this article. There's a dude getting paid to write this article, and the first thing he said was he's having second thoughts. That has nothing to do with second thoughts. It's business, it's marketing. This happens all the fucking time. So let's go ahead and go down. Let's see exactly or specifically what he wrote for people to feel this way. So it's gonna be Twin Charlo ain't done yet. Ain't done yet. Unleash the lion and let me rumble breaking news, next fight date at Lines Only Promotions, said Jermell Charlo on Instagram. And then I believe he followed that up with one more. Oh, no, he did not follow up with one more post. That was the post that he made that they're taking everything from in regards to Jermell supposedly leaking his next opponent. Supposedly. So obviously, this article doesn't give you much. It don't. And supposedly, everyone is getting this information and running with the information based off of him putting it on his Instagram. Okay. And apparently, the first Instagram post, it had, yo, I'm fighting Tszyu on January 28th. Then apparently the second one was changed and said, yo, me and Tszyu is going to get it on, but there was no date actually put on. So who knows what happened there? Who knows where the fuck up was? Who knows where the miscommunication was? I do believe this is going to happen. I don't think Jermell Charlo is scared of Tszyu at all. I actually think Jermell Charlo handles Tszyu, fairly easy, but that's my personal opinion. Y'all let me know what you guys think about it. Once again, I'm gonna knock out all this, baby. That needs to be my new ending, but that's how I feel about it. What do you guys think, man? Let me hear what you guys got to say or your perspective on this particular topic. As always, man, subscribe to the channel, show some love, like the video. Please, please, please. Notification gang, comment on this joint. Y'all already know what it is. On Sports Nigga side of the game, I'll be back, but with more boxing. Stay blessed, not stressed. And as always, I'm a knockout artist, baby. I'm out.